Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new, my name is Hadassah. In today's video, I will share with you my journey of trying vegan food for the whole week. So this is from Monday to Friday. I love food and I am a meat lover. Throughout my life, I have always eaten different types of meat, so this was a huge change into my diet. The reason why I tried vegan for the whole week was to see if my diet would impact my energy level. In my most recent year, I have experienced less energy, a bit more sleepy, and just get exhausted or tired more often. So I thought if I change my diet, I may see the change in my energy level. So that's why I tried it. Before going into the vegan diet, I did do a little bit of research and I did find out that for some, vegan diet was a drastic change for them in a positive way. For others, not so much. Because of my research, I did prepare mentally going into this diet that I may experience the positive side of it or the negative side of it, or maybe just nothing at all. So I will share with you how I feel the rest of the video. For the preparation, I did find out what type of plant protein that I was able to consume in order for me to have maximum energy and for me to really stay full throughout the day. So I bought a bunch of tofu, eggplants, mushrooms, beans, and some chickpeas. To start off the week right, for Monday, I did wake up a bit early to do a little bit of mini prep. I find that this routine really sets the tone for my week and helps me to eat healthier. So I chopped up some sweet potatoes, put it in the oven, cook some beans and quinoa, so that way this can be used for my salad and for any other meal that I am planning to create for the day. For breakfast, I toasted the bagel in the pan and I decided to experiment with hummus. I've never put hummus on a bagel before or on a bread, but for this week I wanted to try something a bit different and I'm glad I did because it was very good. Now throughout this week, for some of the breakfast, I did use a bit of honey. So technically honey is not vegan, however I just use tiny slight drizzle of honey because I love putting them on top of like the fruits or on top of peanut butter. For lunch, I did receive a free lunch delivery and I selected the vegan vegetarian option. So when the food got delivered, my plantain side was missing and also the dish contained fish. So that was a fail. However, I'm glad I did the meal prep ahead of time and I was able to do a plan B meal. So I just kind of put together some salad, beans, and some few other things that I was able to call lunch, and it was so good. And this is also why I love meal prep, because when all things fail, I have food in the fridge ready to just kind of mix things up and call it a meal. So let's try this. So good. Very creamy, has a hint of spiciness since I did put some hot peppers in the sweet potatoes. The dressing, the hummus, is perfect combination because it has that flavor of roasted peppers, which is so good, very well balanced, flavorful, and most of all, it is vegan and healthy. And then later in the evening, like after an hour and a half or 2 hours, I did feel hungry and felt like I needed food in order to really finish the day. And this was like a first feeling. I typically just eat about 3 times a day, and that is it. So I just cut up some celeries and carrots and used the hummus for dipping, and this did carry me through the evening before dinner. For dinner, I did something very simple, a bit of stir fry mixed with cabbage, mushrooms, and zucchini, and rice was my side. Day 2 for my vegan journey, and surprisingly it felt really good this morning. I woke up without any issue. I was waking up without feeling tired or too sleepy. Now I am hungry, my coffee is waiting for me, and now we are going to make some bagel with peanut butter and some hummus. So let's go. I am making the same dish that I made yesterday because it was so delicious. This looks amazing. This is so good, so good. Creamy from the peanut butter, a bit of just kind of like nice soft sweet from the honey, a little bit of a sour or citric from the berries. Amazing. I'm on my break right now and I am really hungry, so I'm going to warm up some leftovers and then enjoy and watch a show for a little bit. So let's go. The quinoa is very flavorful. I added salt and then some herbs. This is the protein portobello mushroom. The mushroom is delicious. So good. For Tuesday snack, I had the spicy Korean noodle along with vegetable. Noodle is my guilty pleasure. I am obsessed with noodle. For Tuesday dinner, I decided to do something a bit different with the eggplant. I typically don't roast my eggplant. I typically just stir fry them. But I wanted to try something new, so I decided to roast it with some few other vegetables along with it. And then after roasting it, I would chop them up and then do the final step, which is to stir fry them. And let me tell you, it was so good. And I love roasting stuff or grilling because that char grill flavor. This was definitely a great experiment. I put a little bit too much salt. So the thing with sea salt or coarse salt is that it takes a little while to dissolve and have its flavor. So I accidentally put in a little bit too much. So I balance it with nutmeg and some brown sugar. We will see. I don't know how it's gonna be like. So let's go ahead and taste it now. Wow, that's really good. So good. Wednesday, I was tired, I was sleepy, and I didn't really have enough time to prep myself, put makeup on, and show up on cameras. Now, the reason for Wednesday why I was so tired and sleepy has nothing to do with the vegan diet, but I was staying up late the night before editing some videos, so that was the reason why. Now for breakfast, I did do the bagels with berries drizzle over with honey because I have found out that was such a good breakfast. For lunch, very simple. I used the leftovers of quinoa, the sweet potato, the stir-fry veggies, and it was a good lunch. Healthy and delicious. For dinner, I decided to do a black soybean spaghetti. This was my first time making it, so I wasn't sure how it would turn out. And also, I didn't really have a recipe for that. So I'm like, okay, I have a noodle, I have some vegetables, and I am going to experiment with it. So that's what I did. And surprisingly, oh my gosh, it was so good. It was healthy, it felt fresh when eating it, and it filled me up. So very glad I was able to try that. And also the whole combination together was very colorful. I love eating colorful food and some food presentation, so that was quite delightful to the stomach and pleasing to the eyes. The noodles is al dente. Each vegetable all have its own flavor, but they are all fresh. This is so good. Wow. And then I did chop the pineapple up because it was ripe, so I didn't want it to go bad. So I just cut it up, saved it for a snack and some smoothies. Now after dinner, I did do a little bit of meal prep for the next few days because my food was running a bit low. I decided to make soup. It's basically a bunch of vegetables chopped together, put it along with the vegetable stock, and then to add that whole or grab to it, or basically to fill me up a little bit more, I did add some couscous, and it was good, healthy, spicy, and delicious. Moving on to Thursday for breakfast, very simple. I decided to make some oats and then wheat berries and avocado. Very filling, perfect portion, definitely a good choice breakfast. It is the afternoon time and it is my lunchtime, so we are going to warm things up that I made the other night. I'm really excited for that because I made it specifically for today and for the next day. If you have watched my videos recently, I love cooking. However, I don't want to cook every day, so sometimes I do a little mini prep. That way I don't have to cook every day, and when I'm hungry, the food is ready to be heated up and enjoy. So let's go ahead and have some lunch. On Thursday, I was feeling a bit tired and sleepy. I decided to eat the spaghetti, and definitely a good size because I had a plan with a friend for dinner, so I didn't want to eat too much, but also I didn't want to be hungry until dinner came, so that was a good portion. For dinner, I decided to meet up with a friend at this restaurant, and I love this friend of mine because she's so open-minded when it comes to food, but also when it comes to many things in life. And I have such a sweet story with this friend because we were friends in middle school. She invited me to her birthday party. I didn't speak English at the time, so I didn't know what was going on. All I knew was it was a birthday party. I knew very few words, so that was definitely a fun memory for sure. We stayed friends throughout middle school, and then we lost touch for several years, and then all of a sudden we got reconnected again through our love for the French culture. I'm on my way to meet up with a friend. We are going to a lovely restaurant that we haven't been before, so the moment she mentioned it, I looked at the menu and we had to go. So I'm super excited to experience it together with her. Also, an update about the lipstick I tried from Bare Minerals. So it did not work. I had to stop using it because it was irritating my lips. So I have to return it. Hopefully they will take it back. And I will be on the hunt again to find a different brand that would be suitable for my lips. Back to dinner, I ordered vegetable coconut curry, and let me tell you, oh my gosh, creamy, delightful, very flavorful, and has that hint of spiciness. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And I don't know what they did with the eggplant, but it tasted amazing. And yes, we ordered a cocktail. I mean, when you hang out with friends, cocktail is a must, at least for me. And we are on Friday, the last day of the experiment. For breakfast, I did very simple. I made oats, and then for the sides, I had the avocado, the muscadine, and some strawberries. So very simple meal, but yet delicious and filled me up. For lunch, I had the leftovers, the black soybean spaghetti, and then to finish it off with the pineapple for snack. So overall was good. Now, I did feel really hungry by Friday for the snack time, and also sleepy, and just felt a bit weak. Not too weak, but just a bit tired. So I warmed up the leftover soup that I made. After I had my snack, I did feel a bit tired, so I decided to do a workout after work because I wanted to end the week right. I wanted to end the diet right. And I also have incorporated some workout in my routine because I wanted to live a bit more healthier lifestyle. So what I did was I went to YouTube and typed up some workout videos. So I decided to do a bit of Zumba. I have never done Zumba before, so I was like, well, let's try something new, something I haven't done before. So I decided to pick a Zumba class that I just found on YouTube and tried it for the first time. So if you're seeing this of me trying to dance that Zumba class, don't judge. It's my first time trying the instructions, so give me grace, okay? That workout was hard. After the Zumba class, I felt very energized and felt good. So let me tell you, I'm glad I did it. And that's the thing about me, it's like sometimes I just feel tired and sleepy and just have no energy, and I work out and I feel so much better after the workout. So I'm glad I did it. For dinner, I was very happy for dinner. I made something very hearty. I decided to make some tofu, cauliflower, some zucchini. I cooked the tofu first because I wanted that firmness all around. And then when all of my foods are done, I basically just combine them, season them as needed, and voila. It was so good. Very flavorful. And this journey or this week's diet has really opened my mind that tofu can be flavorful. I put a lot more seasoning on the tofu and then I let it marinate for a little bit. So glad I did it. It was amazing. Tofu. So flavorful. The sea salt is so perfect on that tofu. I taste a little bit of a sweetness to it, but it's like a soft sweetness from the soy. Really good. The cauliflower has a little bit of a crunchiness to it, but not too hard. It is a bit softened. Again, the flavor is amazing. Let me try the zucchini. It has that char grill flavor. And so I have completed a vegan diet for the whole week. I am so proud of myself. Like, what has gone into me? Seriously, I never imagined to try a vegan food because I love my meat, but somehow a desire just stirred up in me recently. I was like, oh, I should try vegan food and see how I would like it. So yeah, tried it out. and I'm glad I did because it was such an amazing journey. My takeaway from this vegan diet was, one, I'm glad I tried it because it challenged me to come up with different types of cooking style, adding and substituting the protein. So I found out that it was delicious and I was able to cook ingredients to really keep me full and energized throughout the days. I did feel like my energy level didn't change that much. Now, I did notice from Monday to Friday that I got hungry more often. So I was eating about an hour and a half, 2 hours, which was not fun because when I do eat, I eat really slow. So eating really slow and eating every 2 hours, that is a waste of time. So I did not like that part. I'd rather eat about 3 meals a day, be done with it, so that way I can focus on something else that is more fun, even though I love eating, but I don't like to live eating. By Thursday and Friday, I did feel a bit more tired and sleepy, and I think mainly because I wasn't eating the regular meat, or perhaps I wasn't eating enough protein, which makes perfect sense. And also, it is my first time trying it. I perhaps wasn't really including and eating as much protein. Now, due to my vegan diet, I am eating more plant-based right now. I eat a lot more of tofu, mushrooms, eggplants, and also more seafood. I have found that it's so enjoyable through this 1 week experiment. Has really opened my perspective that I can pretty much try anything at least once to see the result of it and to see how it impacts me. And I am just so glad I tried it because now I am so more like open to trying vegan restaurants, trying out vegan recipes, because I know that I will be filled and I will stay full throughout the day. And also, most importantly, now since I do eat more plant-based, I can stay full for over like 2 hours, over 3 hours, which is amazing. If you are someone like me who loves meat and is afraid of trying vegan recipes because you feel like maybe the food doesn't taste good or it is not going to fill you up, I would highly suggest you try it for at least a day to give you some type of new perspective. Perhaps it is not for you, or perhaps you will love it. So if you do decide to go on that journey, let me know, because I would love to see like your journey and I would love to see what the outcome provides for you. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, I would love to see that like button, and I would love to hear your suggestion about some vegan recipe, or if you have tried some similar journey like myself about the vegan diet. So comment down below and hopefully I will see you next week. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.